What's going on, Alex? Welcome on in. Just getting everything set up here, and then we will get this thing rolling. Man, I'm so close to figure this out. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Guys, welcome to an all-new TSW Monday Night Wrestling. Last Wednesday, a lot of crazy results, some of them coming from the Horsemen. And from what I've heard, the Horsemen have had a meeting, and they are hoping to get their stuff settled down and taken care of the way Horsemen normally take care of their business. But tonight, we are going to have both world titles on the line, both world tag team titles on the line. Is the NWO going to be able to make some headway and get back some of the stuff that they lost last week, or is TSW going to steamroll them? Those are the questions that we will be asking ourselves tonight. But first up, the women's TSW Women's World Tag Team titles are on the line. The Empire of Pain defending against the New World Order. In the New World Order Tag Team, that is two Women's Intercontinental Champions, so this is not going to be an easy task for the Empire. Welcome to the stream. Jane, your title is on the line tonight also. Will, welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Jane's Cruiserweight Tag Team, or Jane's Cruiserweight title will be on the line tonight. I made a bunch of last-second changes, so I can't even tell you everybody who's wrestling. So, I just remember the Cruiserweight title's on the line tonight at some point. Always seems like this first match takes a little bit to get ready. And getting a little bit earlier head start tonight, almost by 40 minutes, so that'll be good. That'll be good for people that are across the pond. Maybe it won't be so late by the time we get this thing wrapped up. Yeah, back to the Horsemen, because the very next match will actually be Herbie facing off against Dave, and it does have to do with Horseman business. From what I've been told by Dave, the Horsemen have got together. And after their performance, all of the Horsemen thought that it would be much better if, to earn a shot into the Horsemen, you have to go through the leaders. So Dave will be fighting Herbie tonight. The Horsemen looking to get back on track, and the Horsemen will also be facing the New World Order for the tag team titles. So Air Boom coming out, current Intercontinental Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, both new members of the New World Order making their way down to the ring. TSW Women's Championship is on the line in this match. Now, more so than even the guys, the women have done a better job of holding off the NWO. But now, as of late, the guys have started to regain ground too. So will the women be able to hold their ground, or will that be the inroads the NWO makes? We'll have to see. Now, regardless, these are just three scary ladies. And the Empire of Pain has done a really good job of defending off all challengers and holding on to the tag team titles. So far undefeated in the tag team division. It is so funny because Alex says it's only 11:21. In the U.S., we'd be like, oh man, it's 11:21. Is this the only entrance, too, where this happens, where the competitors end up staying in the ring during their entrance? Maybe that's why they get so pissed off. That could be it right there. They're like, these people don't even get out. We're going to whoop them. And that's how it's going to go. So Miss Scorpion, Miss Nightmare getting ready to go on. NWO versus TSW. Welcome to the stream, Simba. That is exactly right. For the women's tag team titles.
Alliance Women's Tag Team, The Maniac, Shy Girl, Davis, The Anomaly, Kylee Watson.
So this is interesting. These guys are almost reversed. You have a smaller wrestler and a larger. But the NWO sends Shyanne out first, and TSW sends out Miss Nightmare. Now again, Miss Scorpion, Miss Nightmare have not been beaten. They have only been really challenged one time, and that was by TJ and Jane. And since then, they have won in pretty short order. Hey, Paul, welcome to the stream. So thought she might have thrown her into the corner. Power bomb off the top rope, then a sit-through power bomb onto Shyanne. Trying really quick, and I will say this, between Ozzy easily right now the greatest world champion, men or women, that we've had. But as far as greatest champions go, Shyanne is also on that list. Between Shyanne and Ozzy, one of them is the greatest champion we've had. And the reason I say that, Shyanne has not lost a title match. Not a tag team title match, but a singles title match where Ozzy has lost one, came back and won the belt back, but lost one. Now, I thought this was going to be how the match started out, but the Empire of Pain switched it up on us and sent Miss Nightmare out first. Normally, she's the heavy hitter, and Miss Scorpion gets things started. Shyanne misses with that one. Miss Scorpion whips her back into the corner. And once again, the corner whip so nice she had to do it twice. Takes Miss Nightmare, throws her cross body. And Shyanne trying to get out of there, get Kylee back into the ring. Now they've already made, the tag team champions have already made 2 tags already. And the challengers from the NWO haven't even made 1 yet. And that is an owie. Not the finishing move, but that is still an owie. And Kylee just playing that anybody offense, trying to get back out of the ring. But now Miss Nightmare setting up for her finishing move, the Bone Crusher. And what goes up gets crushed down, but too close to the corner. And a series of weird stuff. But Kylee back up to her feet and back out. One of my favorite finishing moves, if she can hit it, and that is the 8-second ride by Shyanne. She has won many titles this way. 1, 2, and too early in the match. Now finally gets Kylee tagged in so she can take a breather. Miss Nightmare playing a little possum, sees it coming, and still very much in control of this match. Thought she might have been going for the Steiner recliner. Instead goes for the makeshift recliner, fist to the face. It's always a fan favorite. And man, that is some power there. Kylee recovers quick though. Corkscrew down to the mat. And Kylee trying to get things going. Kind of that mini extraction. A lot of wrestlers seem to be doing it because the extraction is a very effective finishing move. So they don't quite do it the same way, but they do it nonetheless. And as thought Kylee might have been getting the tags going early. Decides against it, gets whipped back into the corner. And they're fighting it off, not letting the other person get in. Grabs her with her left hand, picks her up, and slams her down to the mat. Interesting strategy where she's holding up right now and not advancing the attack, but gets her there. Flips her back down, thought she might have been going for the pin, but a series of really high-impact slams. And Miss Nightmare getting it fired up. This is why these guys are so tough, though. I am not playing. All I do is write the story, but I can only write it out one show because I don't know who's going to win. This isn't pre-recorded, it's all live. I see what you see. I make the stories, I make the arenas, I make all the wrestlers. None of these wrestlers are real. I make all the title belts. And then I put them in the sandbox. I have storylines that are written, lots of them. I have books and books and pages of stuff. But ultimately, it's up to the wrestlers. That's what makes this exciting. Kylee picks her up, rolls her in their own corner, too, and almost gets it. Shyanne had the save. Shyanne had the save, but Miss Scorpion kicks out on her own. Miss Scorpion, too, if you look at her, one of the few, we bring this up from time to time, but one of the few that actually wrestles in heels. She has a heel on them boots there. Now, she is on an island. Miss Nightmare looks like she's trying to get back up, but not back up to her feet yet. Oh, and she hits her with a scorpion bomb. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and almost a 3 count. That was close. Almost kept the title belts in TSW. Kylee looks like that is a good move. Gets Shyanne back into the game, launches her up, cross body. And Miss Scorpion trying to get out of the ring herself, but Shyanne catches her in time. Walks her into the corner, powerbomb into that top rope in the corner. And she is giving her the old what for. But this is why they're the tag champs. Look how fast she recovers from that. You powerbomb Frankie Two Fingers into that corner rope, and that's it. I'm hanging it up. You might as well pin me. Now, really quick, Kylee gets back in. Not much of a breather, but Miss Scorpion sees that coming, knocks her into the ropes, and now uses the ropes to her advantage. Referee almost stepped in to break it up, but she breaks it up within 3 seconds, so he does not get involved. And you don't want that. You do not want Kylee pounding your head into the ground. Looks like the ref might have said, hey, look, your foot's in the ropes. Miss Nightmare gets in to break it up and misses. The New World Order ends up winning the Women's Tag Team Championships, and this is kind of scary. Earlier, well, last week, but
and the new Alliance Women's Tag Team, the Maniac, Shy Girl, Davis, and the Anomaly, Kylee Watson.
last week.
Boom!
Well, that announcer's just going to keep going, right? Last week on Wednesday Night Wrestling, in the men's division, we actually came back, won 2 titles up on the New World Order, and now in the first match of Monday Night Meltdown, the New World Order is making inroads in the women's division. Kind of crazy. So here it is, the leader of the Horsemen. In order for Herbie to get a shot at being a Horseman, has to beat him first, and then he can call his shot. So he lost to Ghost, but after the week that the Horsemen had, they got together, had a meeting, and said, look, if we are going to allow this to happen, we have to have some rules. This is the rules, and who better to test it out on? Herbie. Herbie, though, is pissed. He believes last week he should have won that match, and he did not. So he gets a chance right now, if he can beat Dave, to call his shot. And look at this. Simba runs out before the match has even started. Knocks him into those steel stairs and then throws him into the ring. David's like, what is going on? Simba's not even a Horseman. What's he doing getting involved in Horseman business? And I'm going to tell you, Horsemen don't like you getting involved in their business. So now the match officially underway. If Herbie can win this, Herbie will get a chance to call his shot. And look, typical Horseman fashion, got to show off to the crowd just a little bit. And that's why Dave reminds me a lot of Ric Flair. He's got a little Ric Flair gene in him or something. Not the same. It is different, but it is there. Herbie, though, really was something to prove here. And the crazy thing is, Herbie is in the top 5 in TSW in wins. He just doesn't win for some reason. He wins in the dark shows. He just doesn't happen to win on TV. It blows my mind. But can he win tonight against the Horsemen? There is a renewed commitment that they have to winning after what happened last Wednesday. Herbie getting down, locking it in. Dave fighting through it really quick. He's, yo, get off me. It ain't even like that. Herbie, though, recovers first, gives that knife-inch chop right into the corner there, and a huge clothesline. Davis got to kind of get things going, because Herbie, to this point, has really been the one that has controlled the match. Now, mistake by Herbie. Dave takes advantage of it. Big right hand right to the face. Only a 1 count, way too early. And I don't think that just anybody can challenge to be a horseman, but if you watch Herbie wrestle, you can see the horseman in him. He's got a little horseman in him. Dave smartly hooks that foot in. And I'm going to tell you something else, and another thing that really sprung this match into happening. Whoa, both men back up to their feet quickly. Is in the Dark Show on Saturday night. Herbie challenged Dave, not for a spot on the Horseman, just challenged him to the match. Dave obliged. Herbie should have won the match, but the referee didn't see Herbie grab the rope and counted the 1, 2, 3. And Dave said, fine, we'll do it again. 1, 2, oh, not even a 2 count. Dave getting fired up though. Herbie trying to gather himself. Gets just outside the ring. Tries to knock him off that ring rope, but Herbie sees him coming. And that is Herbie's finishing move. 1, 2, and a 2 count. But Herbie can hit. Herbie's another one of those guys that can hit out of nowhere. Herbie didn't set up for that. Dave went to punch, Herbie grabbed him, and the next thing you know, finishing move central's happening. And Herbie likes to call that move the windshield. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the love bug, right? Look at Dave. That's a horseman move right there. Dave gets his foot caught up in it. Herbie turns him over, rolls him up. Dogs excited about something. Not exactly sure what they're excited about. And now Herbie's setting up for it again. Oh! I was going to say, that wasn't about to be the windshield. Don't know what he was setting up for. Dave rolls him up 1. And only a 1 count. Only a 1 count on that. Dave, though, first up to his feet, whips him into the corner, turns him around. And here it is, the Twisted Tango. This could be all she wrote for Herbie. Little kiss goodnight, and bam, right up into that ring post. Goes to roll him up. Ref doesn't see it again, and the ref counts him out. Herbie's foot clearly in the ropes again, and another controversial ending.
Here is your winner, Dangerous.
And I've got a funny feeling this ain't over. Our commissioner, John Cena, is not going to let that stand. Dave, he doesn't notice it. Herbie does, but can't say nothing. Twisted Tango has knocked the wind out of him. But just don't be surprised when we see this next week. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but I'm just saying. We all can clearly see Herbie's foot in the rope. So, we will see what happens. Ozzy now, in her attempt, and again, probably the greatest as far as world championships, right? She is the greatest world champion we've had. Ozzy has got a new mission. Well, I wouldn't say it's new. She's had this mission now for the last few weeks. But she wants to beat everybody in the women's division one time with her world title on the line. She wants to defend it against every single person in the women's division. That's 24 title defenses. That's a lot. So next up, brand new TSW Survival Champion Savannah gets her shot at a world title. And I don't know what the NWO did in the women's division, but John Cena has set up all these matches so that the NWO is systematically getting shots at the women's championships that they don't currently have. They don't have a lot of them, but tonight they just won the World Tag Team titles.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's World Championship.
So Savannah, Totes McGoats' daughter, Savannah, in her debut match, won the TSW Women's Survival title. To survive. Survival with GC Rock. But now in her second match, she has an opportunity to go after the TSW Women's World Championship. And, don't get me wrong, she is a cruiserweight. She has given up a little size to Ozzy, but she is also getting her shot. The only person to ever beat Ozzy, then Ozzy came back and beat him the very next, well, a couple nights later, was Crimson, who is also the largest woman in the women's division. What is going on, Rowdy? You made it in time. Tonight, you will be facing off for the current New World Order's TSW's World Tag Team titles. You and Eagle going up against the Legends. Should be a good one. Look at Ozzy's entrance. This entrance is worthy of the world title. Ozzy, the 2022 Women's Queen of the Ring and current TSW Women's Champion, is determined to put her title on the line against every single women's competitor in the women's division there is. It'd be impressive if she does it. Quite the impressive queen attire, though. She will remain the queen of the ring. Dragunov will remain the king of the ring until the 2023 tournament comes about. And guys, also remember, just as an admin note, we are less than 2 weeks away from the brand new 2k19 WWE title stuff coming out. So, Season 1 for our TSW Wrestling will end on March 5th. It will end with a pay-per-view, TSW's Bash at the Beach. Everything is already made up. Everything is already set. We don't know. The matches aren't set, but the arena's all set up. We have created that. It's a pretty cool arena. I wanted to make sure that we at least got to use it before moving on to the new game. There could be a little break in the wrestling because, again, I've got to recreate a lot of stuff. If every wrestler takes about 3 hours to create, now you...
Introducing the challenger from Huntsville, Alabama. She is the Women's Extreme Fighting Champion, the Savage.
Now you guys will get to see some of that creation time, though.
Introducing the champion from Elysian Fields. She is the Women's World Champion, the X Factor.
Ozzy, always so determined, like when you watch her. And that is a good-looking title belt. Like, the one thing I'm worried about is being able to recreate some of these championships. They're not going to be exactly the same, obviously. But trying to recreate them to make them really, really good. Yeah. It's sexy. The sexy title belt. But on March 8th, when the early access happens and the game drops, I will be streaming. Not going to be the most exciting streams, don't get me wrong, unless you're interested to see how to make wrestlers better. If you look at if you go on other people's channels and you look at most of them, and I'm going to say like probably 80-85% of them, every single one of our wrestlers looks better than that. Every single one of them. I'm just saying. and start creating something like all of a sudden look great overnight. You go back to my first video, it's what like their videos look like right now. As far as the quality of the wrestlers, the quality of the arenas, the quality of the stuff. There's these little tricks that I found out, and through watching some other guys do it. Like, it's not just on me, but watching some other guys do it, that has made me better. And I've taken a lot of their techniques and blended a lot of their techniques. But you have to tell me. Well, you don't have to tell me. But I think our wrestlers look head and shoulders better than most other wrestlers look. So, you look at most of them, there's no face textures. They all look the same. They just have different stuff. Our wrestlers, I can change their attire, and this is what allows me to change their attire. I can change their attire because they all look different. You can look at their face and tell me who that is. I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. So Savannah looked like she was getting the advantage right off the bat. And I'm going to tell you, in watching her in dark shows and watching her in live shows, you can never count her out. She will look like she is losing a match, and then all of a sudden, she's the winner. So, you got to watch out for that. Ozzy, on the other hand, typically straight dominates matches. So, it is still very early on. You can tell there is definitely a size advantage, and Ozzy's moves are definitely some of the most powerful moves I've seen in the game. Savannah almost with a 8-second ride type maneuver, fist to the face, goes for a quick cover, one, and you know it is way too early for all that to be happening. Way too early. So this is the first world title on the line tonight in the main event. Boom finally gets his shot at a world title. Probably one of the best intercontinental title holders ever will get his shot tonight at a world title. Amazing. And you got to remember too, GC Rock still has the briefcase. He could challenge at any time. I've got no control over that. I've tried to control it. I may even try it tonight just to see if I can do it again. I haven't cashed it in, but so far I haven't been able to do it. So I don't know what the trigger is, but I've seen wrestlers cash it in. So we may see that tonight. Savannah catches her instead of a drop kick and gets a 2 count on Ozzy. Didn't really expect that to come. Now she sets up for her finishing move. And there it is. Hits her, rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. What? No way! We have a brand new women's champion. Tonight, did not see that coming.
Here is your winner and new Women's World Champion, the Savage.
Savannah, the new TSW Women's Champion, also a member of the NWO, but she has had 2 matches and has won 2 titles. What? Now, you guys should realize this, Ozzy, in every single world title defense, if she loses, she automatically has first shot at the world title again. So, you're going to see Ozzy one more time to get Ozzy out of the world title picture. Savannah's going to have to beat her twice. Crimson couldn't do it. Will Savannah be able to do it? We'll have to find out. But did not see that coming. New World Order down 2 titles in the men's division. Now they're up 2 in the women's division. And Jane has got to stop the NWO's winning streak right now. Eagle, welcome to the stream. You and Rowdy will be facing the New World Order tonight as well, trying to win back the tag team championships. But I'm telling you, the NWO, at least in the women's division, are on some kind of crazy roll tonight. I did not see Ozzy losing. I'll be honest, everybody I put up against Ozzy, I don't see Ozzy losing. I'm actually shocked. And sometimes we talk about ratings, right? We're like, oh, you must have them rated so high and blah, 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 blah. Again, Dragunov and Phoenix are the two highest rated people in the game. I take that back. Dragunov is not higher rated than Damian. But it's really close. Damian is the highest rated, but like Undertaker's son, he's got to be, right?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Cruiserweight Championship.
Exactly, Simba. That is what we need right now. We need Jane to come down to the ring and end the NWO winning streak right now. That is a funny entrance, though. On a side note, that is Disco Inferno. I swear to God, that's got to be Disco Inferno. Oh, gotta get your dance thing on right there. You can't hear the music, though. You know, that's the tough part. Yeah, Jane, what's funny is Jane is another one who started out crazy winning streak, then went through a little bit of a losing streak, and then off TV, she hasn't lost. And then on TV, she has. So, I haven't let her wrestle off TV yet. So hopefully we're going to flip the script right now and get her winning back on television again. But Jane is going to bring out, and I say this a lot because I want you guys to understand this, like the history and what, and I want you guys to know it too, beyond just me. First time I've seen the JD, so that's interesting. But Jane is bringing out the title that caused me to change every title in TSW but the World Tag Team titles to make them all better. Because look at that title. It's so simple, right? But so cool looking. Heck, Jane can't even wait. She's like, look, let's get this thing going right now. NWO, you want my belt? Here it is. I'm going to show the people one time. I'm going to show them 2 times. I'm going to show them 3 times. Then we're going to get it on. 2 times right there. But look at that belt. It's the textures and the stuff in the belt and the silver and the gold. Like, I love it. Love it. By the way, for those of you who know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Do what you want with that information. I am. But yeah, look at the detail of this belt. Like, I know it goes kind of quick, but look at that. So simple, but so cool.
Introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, the Tornado D. Watson.
Toast McGoats' goddaughter, Darian Watson. Daughter
Introducing the champion
and Misty.
From London, England. She is the Women's Cruiserweight Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
Jane getting ready, putting the Cruiserweight title on the line tonight. It's going to be a good one. And what's going to happen past this match? I mean, the New World Order has now won the tag team titles in the women's division. Who is going to go back after and get them? Is it going to be Jane and Jessica? Could be. Are they going to draw straws? Don't know. But something's got to happen. Faux show. Oh, Darian just laying the boots. Grabs her DDT onto the ground. Yeah, you know. The Von Erichs, one of the greatest wrestling families and most tragic wrestling families. If you guys don't know about the Von Erichs and you want to see an interesting story, go on YouTube, Von Erichs Wrestling. I am sure there's plenty of stories out there about the Von Erichs. Great, crazy. You know, some of the stuff that goes on today, cruiserweight stuff, high-flying stuff, is because directly of the Von Erichs, just as a family, and there was a lot of them. Oh, Darian doing a little time. Don't know. Oh, I do not think Jane is going to take kindly to that. Jane gives her the old flippity-doo-dah, and now spin kick whips her into the ropes. Drop kick. Darian trying to get to her feet. Jane says, nope. I'm just going to control it from here. And if one set of knees is nice, two's got to be twice as nice. Rolls her up. Not even a 1 count. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, if you guys do know stuff about wrestling, and then you go back and you watch the Von Erichs wrestle, they were way ahead of their times. And I'm talking 30, 40 years ahead of their time. Like, they are something else. This has nothing to do with the price of tea in China, but I just started working out. This is day 2. That's as far as I can move my arm. I can't move my arm past there. Ridiculous. Jane now getting things going, takes her, throws her up into that top cross turnbuckle. And really, it's kind of been a little bit back and forth. We don't see Darian on the TV too often, but we did see her sister, Kylee Watson, win the tag team champions tonight. 1. And only a 1 count. But Jane kind of and Jane, I don't know what she still has the golden truth on her uniform. What could that even mean? Because we know that they've kind of split up amicably. You know what I mean. They both agree nicely, right? Amicably. My accent is not going to allow me to say the word amicably. You know what I'm saying. I tried 3 times now. It's like the word scunnion. Love it, though. But they split up. They went their separate ways, which is all fine. Nothing wrong. There was no drama. The Golden Truth now has a new member to it. Jane is now partnered up as a tag team with her daughter, but Jane still keeps the Golden Truth on her outfit. So, interesting. Don't know if it means anything. It might not mean anything at all. Might just mean that Frankie Two Fingers forgot to remove it. Or it might mean something. Who knows? The old flippity-dippity out of the corner, though. Jane getting back in control of this. Goes mini extraction onto Darian. May go for the pin right here. Does not. Need to write that down because you will not see Jane do this move ever again. It's the dumbest move I've ever seen. I had to take it away from Totes. I had to take it away from GC Rock. I had to take it away from everybody. Every time I see it, I write down the person down who did it, and then I go find it, and I take it away from them. That's a dumb move. Holy Toledo! Takes her off the top rope, flips her around, almost like a version of the Diamond Cutter, and you know that's going to be a 3 count, right? There's no way around that. I mean, it's like a chin breaker off the top rope, but like a 180 chin breaker off the top rope, Diamond Cutter type move. And that fast,
champion, the legend
Jane
killer, Jane,
wins and retains the Cruiserweight title. Coolest title in the game, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just Frankie Two Fingers, right? So here it is. Here it is. 4 Horsemen versus the New World Order. World Tag Team titles on the line. Did their meeting earlier over the weekend matter? I'm going to tell you, I've watched them in dark shows, and I think it has mattered. But now the New World Order and Peyton Hardy and Danny Ladz give up a lot of weight to a lot of teams and still find a way to win. But so does Eagle Star, right? Rowdy is the bigger wrestler. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. 4 Horsemen, New World Order. For life, right? Now, the Horsemen, when they got introduced, they were fighting against the New World Order in a 4-on-4 tag team match, and they did win. And then last week, it was not so good. But tonight, so far, it has all come up Horsemen. That's right, Jane. Jane, like, don't look at that. You know what I mean, though, right? Jane gave the muscle. Imagine that, but like up here. Oh, there we go. Like, don't pay attention to this hand. You can't hear it, but there is music playing in the background that sounds a lot like the Horsemen. It's like cloppity, 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 clop. And then it's like this epic music. If you play this game in WWE 2k19, it is Voyage 1 is the name of the song. So the New World Order has gone up 2 titles. TSW has retained 1 title. Kind of evens itself out. But the NWO is wreaking havoc in the women's division. But Jane has stopped that. At least in the women's division. Can the Horsemen, I know. You know who's typically, when I made that was Dave's walk and Rowdy was behind him. Right? But I love seeing Rowdy do it. And this is honestly the worst town Rowdy's ever been in. You thought it might have been the last one, but it's this one. The other thing I looked up doing, you guys don't know this, but right now my volume is at 75. If the max was 10, my volume's at like 75. My wife, my daughter, they're like, goodness gracious, Dad, like you're too loud. That's no different right now. So I actually had to start looking into getting maybe some panels, some foam panels to maybe dampen it a little bit, right? You can't see the rest of the room, but it is loud in here. New World Orders. That's what I'm saying too, Rowdy. I said as soon as my daughter's out of the house, I'm going to quit my job and be a stay-at-home dad. Till the grandkids come, then I got to get back to work. Actually, I can't wait for grandkids if we're all being honest. Not for my daughter, maybe my son. My son's 27. Maybe he can bring in some grandkids.
Andrew Justice Rowdy on the way to the ring. At a combined weight of 527 pounds, Andrew Justice and Rowdy, the 4 Horsemen. Andrew Justice, Rowdy, and their opponents. At a combined weight of 465 pounds, they are the Alliance Champions, Paden Harvey, and the legend, Danny Ladz, the NWO.
I'm going to tell you right now, 2K22, if they figured out anything besides just the clipping issue, which they said they figured out, they better figure out that, the voice issue, where the ring announcer says somebody's name 75 dang times, and then they get it on, right? Now, if you've noticed, I've hit the skip button when it happens, but every now, wait, what is going on? Why is I've never seen this. Okay, Eagle says, hey. Oh, and he actually hit him. I thought Eagle was playing possum, was going to catch him, but Paden actually gets up on the top, hits him with the crossbody, and you got to remember that Paden is a part of the Hardy family. Neither one of them are currently in the WWE, but Paden is. Big right hand right down on the top of the old kielbasa of Paden. Paden trying to get things turned around. And I'm going to tell you what, everybody in this match is a light heavyweight except for Rowdy. Rowdy is a heavyweight. The tag team champions, quick tags, in and out. And that is part of the thing that does make them champions. But they are facing the Four Horsemen, and the Four Horsemen are starting to get their feet under them as far as team and teamwork goes. Because we are going into the second week of this. So it is going to get better, and you can see it already. Eagle Star gets Rowdy into this. And then drops a quick Hogan mini leg drop on him and then lay in the boots. It's almost Horseman-esque. The old corkscrew takedown. Rowdy grabs his knee, and Danny's like, look, you get in here. I ain't messing with this guy. He's too big. Both of them jump, swing, miss. Paden recovers first, swings again at Rowdy. Rowdy sidesteps him, knocks him into the side of the ropes, and then Paden hits him with, it's not really the backpack, that was like a fanny pack, so hits him with that. Herbie, you missed your match. You did miss your match. You were the second match of the evening. Again. It's 2 weeks in a row, though, for Herbie making, and it's going to be 3 weeks in a row after the ending of his match. That aggression will not stand. If anybody's ever watched The Big Lebowski, you know what I'm talking about. This aggression will not stand. And that's what we're saying for Herbie. I can't even reach for my own bourbon without, like, really getting over to grab it because I can't straighten my arm out. That's what happens when you get older, by the way. For all of you old people that are looking to get back into the gym, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be a couple weeks of owies. What is this move? Danny Ladz jumping up on top, laying the right hands. But look at this. That is amazing and quite a bit of power to grab that foot and then say, not today, sir, and throw that right back at him. But Danny recovers quick. Looks like he might be trying to get Paden back in, but missile drop kick to the back Eagle's head. Gets him back up. And, that is a, like, 45-degree angle DDT, and I don't know if any of you know about math. 45-degree angle is typically the thing that hurts the most, or the most optimal. Now, he's a horseman. Like, even Rowdy's like, yeah, I'm not getting into that. Setting up for now his finishing move. This is called I'm Danny Ladz, 1989. Love you, bye. Rolls him up. Rowdy will get in for this one. Breaks it up after a 1 count. Both of them try to get him, and that is quite like the double team. The first punch to Rowdy, he was like, no. Flies, right? Flies. Get off me, flies. But then they went back and forth, and he didn't see where it was coming from. That one hurt a little bit, but Eagle recovers really quick. Back on top of Danny. Might try to whip him in the corner. Does not. 1, 2, and gives him the drop kick. And now Eagle trying to collect that bounty. Gets him down. Probably going to go for the pin. No, he does not. He says, I'm a horseman. I'll pin him when I feel like pinning him. Throws him out of the ring and says, let me just inflict a little more damage. Like, if you got a bounty on you, you probably need a little more punishment. Danny keeps missing. Head Sisters takedown on the outside of the ring. But he hits Eagle. Eagle's like, I'm way too short. You can't hit me again. Knife edge chop. And remember this, the tag team titles cannot change hands on a count out. Also remember this. This episode of TSW Wrestling has been brought to you by Fun with Totes and Jane. Tomorrow, Totes and Jane will be streaming some kind of division content. I am sure of it. Your character already wrestled. You are late to the party, Dave. He did wrestle already. And I would tell you the outcome of it, but it is amazing. You need to watch it again. And Danny Ladz hits Eagle with the Love You Bye move. But Rowdy, quick in, knocks him out. I think, like, I can't see him. Can you guys see him? I think, yeah, he's not in the corner. So Peyton Hardy on the ground still. Danny might not even realize this. It could be. Matter of fact, you tell me. If you're going to be there, you tell me what you want to see. Me and Jane will do it. We have no issues with any of that. And Danny jumps through. Could be setting up his maneuver. 1, 2, and Eagle kicks out. Thank goodness, because Rowdy was not getting in very quick. Paden back up. Eagle sidesteps him, throws him into the corner, misses it. Danny tries to take advantage. Eagle, though, not having it. Puts him back into the corner again, and this time Eagle tags in Rowdy, who could be the freshest wrestler in this match right now. And Rowdy may just be the answer to getting the World Tag Team titles, except Danny's now setting up. And remember, finishing moves matter. Danny Ladz, 1989, Love You Bye. Hits him 1, 2, and Rowdy kicks out. Eagle actually missed the save, and he kicks out. That's okay, you can still vote. You're always there in spirit, Simba. So now Peyton Hardy trying to play to the crowd. Rowdy says, no, sir. It is all business when you're talking about the Horsemen. Leg drop on top of Peyton. Goes for the pin. 1. And only a 1 count, so I could be wrong about this. It may be Paden who is the freshest wrestler in this game. Or in this match anyway, not the game, but in the match. Now, I would not be playing to the crowd. I would be doing exactly what Rowdy's doing right now and laying it, the smack it down on his candy. You know what it is. And trying to get these tag team titles. Peyton off the ropes. Kind of a little body splash on top of Rowdy. Rowdy says nope. Take one head. One headbutt right to the head. Paden does it again, knocks Rowdy back down to the ground. And Paden trying to get the crowd into it, but then again, I mean, he's part of the NWO. Half Steiner recliner. Rowdy's like, no, not today. Look, the Horsemen had the meeting. We talked about some stuff. We're not having it. Big clothesline in the corner. And Rowdy puts him, he's like, this is what the Steiner recliner is, but actually a crazy version of the Steiner recliner. That is the most effective version of the Steiner recliner right there. Look at how low he is on his back. That's going to be like the maximum force down into that lower part of the back. Oh, wow. Rowdy goes for a pin. 1, 2, 3, and the Horsemen win. The Horsemen win. The Horsemen win. I'm just going to say it 3 times. I might as well say 4 times, right? 4 Horsemen. Horsemen win. You're brand new.
And the new Alliance Tag Team Andrew, Justice, and Rowdy, the 4 Horsemen.
The 4 Horsemen, your brand new Tag Team Champions. TSW bringing it home. And TSW is really starting to take control. But this is the crazy thing about all of this, right? When you look at the men's, if you look at the beginning of the invasion of the NWO, the women's division was holding it down. Holding it down, period, right? And the men's division was not holding it down. And then all of a sudden, the men's division's like, look, we're going to do this. We got the head of doom, right? Not the head of the table, but the head of doom. We have the 4 Horsemen. All these little factions start forming because they start getting really nervous about what the NWO is doing. And they start winning back the championship. So now I'm starting to wonder, is Doom going to leak over into the women's division? Are the 4 Horsemen going to leak over as the 4 Horsewomen into the division? Because now the women's division is starting to lose to TSW. Starting to lose to the New World Order. So, are we going to see that happen? I don't know, and I don't know if we got enough time to see what happens in season 1.
For one fall, and it's for the Women's Television Championship.
I think you're right. I think you're exactly right. But I am going to tell you this. I am shocked. Absolutely shocked at the incredible television losing. Look, Phoenix and Jane walk a very similar line. They do not lose off the air. Phoenix wasn't losing on the air either, but now she has started losing on the air. So it has blown my mind, the losing streak that Phoenix has been on. But I have a funny feeling when this turns around, Phoenix is again going to make an incredible run. Jane, I think, is starting to have it. I think she has it turned around now. But look, Totes too. Totes right in the beginning. Totes has won the fastest match I have ever seen in my life. He came out 3 moves later. It is on my channel live. If you go look, not at this channel, but you look at my channel, live on my channel in episode 2, the second episode I ever did, Totes won a match so fast against Simon Ellis Page. I was like, I wasn't even aware that was possible, right? But he did. So, Kez, though, you have Kezzaboo, too, undefeated so far on television. Her very first match was for the television championship. And this was Phoenix. This is how Phoenix started. Love it, Dave. But this is how Phoenix started. And Phoenix, in a previous version of a TSW... Not TSW, but of universe, the WWE universe, had never lost a television championship.
Challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the phenomenal one, Fenwick.
Phoenix. So when she gets back on a winning streak, like, you might as well duck and watch out.
She wants. She is the Women's Television Champion, Kezzaboo.
Kezzaboo. So Kezzaboo now won the TV championship, defended the television championship in her third match ever, now facing off against what I still believe, like, until somebody wins 20 matches in a row, we didn't see it online, but until somebody wins 20 matches in a row, I'm still called this Phoenix's television champion. Look at Phoenix. Phoenix is like, look, I'm just going to sit up against these ropes here. So starting out, we're gonna feel this out. Is it gonna be a clean break? No, Phoenix is pissed. I knew. I was waiting for the time this happened. Phoenix is not happy about the streak she's on, and now I think she is just gonna let whoever. She's just gonna play the whatever offense. Sometimes you can catch Kezzaboo in episodes with Fun with Totes and Jane. She is a part of the TSW community. So Phoenix, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think she's going to go for a pin. Goes with the old flippity bobbity boo, though. Anybody that does that, that's what we are going to call it. Phoenix, too. The old guitar move. The old guitar move, she ain't even messing around. And I've debated on ever doing this. So we may just play a little guitar for you right now. Like maybe since Phoenix does the guitar move, maybe we just do a little bit of it, right? Don't even know if you guys can hear it. Just a little bit, though. I got a little change in my pocket going jing-a-ling-a-ling. Wanna call your telephone, baby. Give you a ring. That's it. That's all we get. But still, Toast my Ghost, little guitar playing. Little Frankie Two Fingers guitar playing there. He only has 2 fingers, so he can only play with the one of them, right? Just to be fair, I know I've showed you the guitar before. Phoenix, though, Kezzaboo, this might be a classic match by the time it's over. Phoenix getting up on that top rope and drop. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Eagle. And I'm going to tell you what, more information than you need to know. But let the drums come out. My voice goes to a whole new level. Phoenix going for the cover, 2. And oh my goodness, I almost called the 3 count. I thought she might have got it going off the top rope like that. Now goes, whips her back into the ropes, picks her up, and hits her with a spear. Didn't even know that was in her arsenal, but Kessa recovers quickly. Backbreaker back to Phoenix. And 1, 2 clotheslines. Is this going to be a third? No. Side drop kick onto Phoenix. Can Phoenix recover belly to belly? And I'm going to tell you, Kessa's got some power behind her. 1, 2, and Phoenix kicks out in 2. Oh, love that. Yeah, I used to play the drums too. Oh, and a crazy cutter maneuver. Kessa rolls her up. 2. And I thought that was going to be it. She looked like she was a little bit high up on that leg. Yeah, my dad played drums, and so that was like initially my thing. But I played guitar since I was 6. This is not the right microphone to be playing the stuff with, right? But you can imagine. Here we go. Phoenix picks her up. Brainbuster with the cross arm. Almost looks. It's very, very similar. Not quite. But very similar to the GC Rock Pebble Buster. And Phoenix on another level right now. Thought she might go for the pin. Keza looks a little dazed. Another cross arm. Choke slam. Goes for the pin this time. 1, 2. And Kez kicks out again. Phoenix now going up to the top rope. And oh my gosh, that might do it. 1, 2, 3. Hit her with a 619 off the top rope. And your brand new, yet multiple time, television championship.
Here is your winner and new women's television champion, the phenomenal one, Fenwick.
Phoenix winning the television title again. Now, here's what's crazy. Even though Shyanne has won the tag team championships tonight. Yes, she did. Even though she's won the tag team championships tonight, she does owe an Intercontinental title shot because she is the current Intercontinental title. She does owe a shot now to T. Jones and to Kez. They will both get their one-on-one title shots next week. That title will be on the line. No worries there. And now, the match we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. The world champion, Father Time, will put his title on the line tonight against Boom. Boom has been the #1 Intercontinental Champion ever in TSW's history. And he now gets his world title shot against Father Time. I've been excited about this match for sure. Yeah, except here's what happened, Dave. It's hard for you to visualize this, but there are per episode, there are 3 rivalry matches. I don't ever let those play out. But for some reason, in my own storylines, you and Herbie are now, and it matches up with my storyline, so I'm going to let it play out. Should be very interesting. It's almost like the Money in the Bank, and I keep bringing this up because this could happen at any time. Any time that the world title is on the line, this could happen.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Championship.
GC Rock, and I let the computer 100% play this out. It is completely random. GC Rock, the current Money in the Bank title holder, or Money in the Bank briefcase holder, can challenge for the world title at any time. He can do it before the show starts. He can do it during the show. He can do it during the match, or he can do it right after a match. So it can happen at any time. That's why I keep bringing it up, because it could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. You guys see what's happening as much as I see what's going to happen. I write the storylines. I set up the matches prior to the show, right? Like, I do know that part of it, but after that, I don't know any of it. Any run-ins that happen, any Money in the Bank briefcases that get cashed in, completely random. I let it play out. It's like the Survival Elimination Chamber. I put it all random. The champion may start the match, and that's unfortunate for them. But that's kind of how Survival worked in Division 1, right? We didn't know where we were starting. It's all luck of the draw. Exactly. And then skill. Sometimes, like, you could have won the match. I could see where you would have won the match. Look at that title belt, though. Woo-wee, Tiger. I'm telling you right now, that title belt is sexy as hell. It took me a long time. And it is so simple. You don't even know. It is very simple. But it still took a long time to design that title belt. Look at that thing. Father Time, though, man, legendary figure, does some of the craziest stuff on the planet. Lightweight. He is in the light heavyweight division, right? But for whatever reason, and I can't make this. I can't make it with the ratings. The move sets, it all has to blend together however it blends together. And because of how it blends together, he is a tough guy to beat. That's what I love. That's what I love about creating this stuff, because if it was all just based on ratings, I'd be like, oh, well, you know, this guy. But there is a person right now, our greatest world title holder, who is probably not even in the top 10 in the women's division. How's that possible? We don't even know. So rating somebody super high or super low does affect them, trust me. But everybody is kind of in this area right here. Right? Everybody's kind of right, just like everybody's very similar. They do have different strengths, and they do have different weaknesses, and they do have different, you know, that stuff we design, right? But the outcomes, I can't design the outcomes. And that's what I love about this. This is why I think you guys love it too, because we don't know if Father Time's going to win this, right? We don't know if Boom's going to win this. Boom, like, right now, without one doubt, Boom should win this, 100%. He's heavier than he is, right? Not rated higher, but he is heavier than he is. So his moves should be stronger. But somehow Father Time just keeps beating all these guys. I love it. Father Time beat Totes but Goats. I still love it. I love all of it.
Introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 290 pounds, Boom!
I'm going to tell you something else when this match starts. I'm going to tell you something else that's pretty cool that's going to happen in 2 weeks.
Introducing the champion from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is the world champion, the living legend, Daddy T.
That's exactly right. That is exactly why I love it. I love writing the storylines week to week, right? Don't get me wrong, I have a year-long storyline written out. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's the New World Order. I have other shorter storylines written out. But I don't control when those storylines start or stop. It's all based on what happens on here. I can't make it happen. But here's the next thing that even more than the storylines, and I've loved writing storylines since probably 1992. I've understood how wrestling has worked, the business into wrestling. That's what I love about wrestling. I've told you guys this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I've always loved writing the storylines. Rob Lee and me used to talk all the time in the Army about the storylines of WCW. He was very good with the WWF, or the WWE now. But we used to talk about it all the time. Look at this camera angle, by the way. We figured out how to make that happen, right? Love it. Love it. But all these things are written out, but I still can't write. I know the end game of what I want to happen, but I can't always make it happen. And to prove that point, I know what I want to happen by the time we see our very next pay-per-view on March 5th to lead into the next game. I don't know if we can make it happen or not because I'm not trying to make it happen. I know where I want it to be. I don't know if I can make it be that way, right? And that's what I love. But here's the next thing I love. There is a number of you out there right now. This time there was only two, Eagle Star and Kedri, made wrestlers that I downloaded. I enhanced them a little bit, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, it's their wrestlers. I didn't change height, I didn't change weight, I didn't change the basic concept. I just made it a little better with the things that I know how to do. There is more of you right now that are getting ready to buy the game and make your own wrestlers that then I can download. And please let me know. I don't want to make wrestlers and waste my time because it takes 3 hours to do it. Ish. Plus or minus, you know. But if you guys, nice Paden, you wrestled tonight. You made it for the main event. But you have wrestled tonight. And I think it was the one before this one. But I know there's a number of you that are going to buy this game and make your own wrestlers. And I am telling you right now, thank you. I will take your wrestler. You upload it. I will download the wrestler. And that will be your wrestler. I may enhance him a little bit here and there, right? But you are pretty much going to make it, and you will save me hours of time when you do it. You don't have to buy the biggest version of the game to make wrestlers. You don't have to do it. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lanky. And I'm not saying go out and buy the game. You don't have to do that. I will make you. We have now 68 wrestlers that I have to recreate. And I think there might be 6 of you that are going to make your own wrestlers, but that is helpful. So if you want me to do it, I will do it 100%. I have no worries about that. I will do it. I will happily do it. I've got a plan to do it. I've got it written down in notebooks on how to prioritize what to do. So we'll see, so that we're not out of action for too long, because I love getting on here, hanging out with you guys, and calling some of these wrestling matches. Now, let's get to the match. So Father Time, boom, going at it. Is going to be if Father Time can beat the #1 Intercontinental Champ, and he jumps, head dives, rolls him up. Haven't seen this move from him before, but only a 1 count. And I mean, he had to jump quite a long ways just to get across the ring. Father Time looking around. Referee doesn't understand camera angles, so getting right into the wrong shot. But that's all right. Boom, starting to turn it around. That's right. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know it, and I know it. It's boom. Right? Big back suplex down. Father Time grabbing his back. Boom, delivering elbows and the feet. Picking Father Time back up. And gets him with the step through 180 neck breaker. Goes to roll him up. 1, 2. Wait, what? Oh my God, GC Rock, this is why I tell you guys this stuff. I don't know how Boom won on that move, but GC Rock says, no, your match and your night is not over. I am now challenging for the world title, and now it's a one-on-one match between GC Rock and Boom for the world title. Boom might not even get, look, GC Rock's like, look, I haven't made it to the gym tonight. I'm going to get in a few reps. Rolls him up. Kicks out, though, in less than 1. But Boom hasn't even had the world title in his hand yet. GC Rock flips that around. What a smart move. Yeah, I can. I didn't even make that up. Holy Moses. And I did mean at some point to try to hit the start button and challenge, right? But I forgot. We got to talk about something else. Boom won before I thought he would have won. Or before I thought either one of them would have won. And now GC Rock plays the Money in the Bank briefcase on Monday Night Meltdown. Not even at a TSW pay-per-view event. And Boom now setting up for it. Hits GC Rock with the Boom Shakalaka and rolls him up. 1, 2, and GC Rock kicks out in 2. Boom's like, wait, what is going on? Now, to Boom, this has got to seem like this is taking a long time, but GC Rock has just got into the ring. He is not going to get eliminated that fast. Not only the owner, him admitting the owner of TSW Wrestling. I agree, but you will also get your shot. That's not over with. You will have another shot at the titles. Everybody's got to prove it. Whoa, GC Rock picks him up in what looked like was going to be a rock bottom, and then picks him up and choke slams him. Puts him in a version of the Pebble Buster, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, and GC Rock is now the new TSW champion. We have had 2 brand new TSW champions in one night.
Here is your winner and new world champion, GC Rock.
If you didn't pay for the price of admission, you just got one of the greatest shows ever for free. Father Time comes down, ends up losing the TSW World title to Boom. GC Rock is like, hey, this is a crazy match. He might be wore out, and then runs down, cashes in his briefcase, and brings home the TSW World title. That is going to mean that in the very next episode, we will have a 4-way match, one way or the other, to determine who the new Money in the Bank holder is. Holy cow. Congratulations to GC Rock. Well, congratulations to Boom. He became a world champion for the least amount of time you possibly could. Maybe 12 minutes. And now GC Rock is back, winning it for the second time to become the first 2-time winner of the TSW World Championship. Guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Stay tuned. As early as tomorrow or Saturday, we could have our very next, just to get back on schedule, TSW Wednesday Night Wrestling match. But for everybody here at Second Wave Entertainment, we're going to bid you guys a good night and peace.